There have been quite a few stunning moves in the media industry lately. The latest is Lara Trump, President Donald Trump's daughter-in-law, will be hosting a show on Fox News starting February 22nd, something the New York Times first reported.
Lara Trump's show will air on weekends at 9 p.m. It will be titled My View with Lara Trump. The show will be a mix of analysis and interviews with high-profile people. As many are pointing out, this marks the first time the relative of a sitting president is getting a show on a high-level news network.
CEO of Fox News Media, Suzanne Scott, said on Wednesday, a gifted communicator who knows how to connect to the viewers, successful entrepreneur, and working mother, Lara's innate understanding of the American public and today's political landscape will be a compelling addition to our weekend lineup.
Lara Trump was a paid contributor for Fox in 2021. Then, in 2022, the network said it did not want to employ someone connected to a presidential campaign, so they let her go.
Lara Trump then became the co-chair of the RNC in 2024, but she resigned from that position in December. Lara Trump had considered taking over Marco Rubio's vacant Senate spot after he became the Secretary of State nominee, but she ultimately decided to remove her hat from the ring.
Podcast host Brian Krasenstein wrote on X, "Imagine the MAGA outrage if MSNBC were to pay Hunter Biden for a primetime show during Biden's presidency." Senior fellow at Media Matters, Matthew Gertz, said Donald Trump's daughter-in-law goes from Fox contributor to RNC chair to Fox host. You really can't think of the network as independent from the White House in any way right now.
Meanwhile, comedian Terrence Williams wrote, "Let's go! Lara Trump was just hired as a Fox News host. She will be better than the ladies at The View. She deserves this more than anyone. She fought so hard for election integrity and played a crucial role in helping President Trump win." Florida GOP Chairman Evan Power said, "Awesome news, Lara Trump was a rock star for the RNC."
Oh, well, Robby, we're going to disagree on this one, I think.
You're not happy about this one.
State TV under private ownership, having the president's daughter-in-law at the microphone hosting a show. I mean, conservatives would be rightly up in arms if Hunter Biden was indeed the MSNBC host during the Biden era. I just think it's pretty bad. I mean, they couldn't find anyone else really to at least give a semblance of independence. They had to choose an actual member of Trump's family.
I mean, look, I don't think anyone is naive enough to think they're going to be tuning into that show for objective analysis of what the Trump administration is doing. But she's a talented media personality. She's been a Fox contributor before. You tune in for her perspective. I frankly don't have a problem with it. The Hunter Biden thing is because
you have
Hunter
a
Biden
problem
was
with Hunter Biden thing.
He's a criminal.
Well, what about if there were a member of...
I don't even have that much of...
if Malia Obama had a show during Barack Obama's presidency, if she were old enough?
Jen Psaki has a show, and she's as biased in favor of the administration as anyone.
Yeah, but why...
So it doesn't...
But then why do you have a problem
I don't even want to talk about the Cuomo's. Cuomo is doing very interesting things as part of our network now, and I really like his interviews and I like his show, but that was still an issue when he was on CNN. And his brother was the governor.
But if you acknowledge the difficulty with those instances, particularly Psaki, Simone Sanders is also an MSNBC, a former Biden administration spokesperson, why are you fine with Lara Trump when the person is actually serving in office and she's going to be a network host?
I feel like the construction of the show is what matters. This is going to be a late night. Well, this is going to be a late night weekend MAGA entertainment type thing, whereas the other people we're discussing are supposed to be objective news commentators, like covering the news, not doing a kind of conservative equivalent lifestyle channel on the weekend.
I think that's, with all due respect, a very bizarre distinction to make. You think that
Jen news versus opinion distinction?
A former White House press secretary, you think is posing as the news?
I think she's holding...
But you think Lara Trump, the sitting president's daughter-in-law, is fine because she's entertaining?
No, I think it's yes, absolutely. I think it's the assumption baked into the show. I think, and Fox does this much more clearly, delineates between news programming and when news programming ends and opinion programming takes over. They have a clear line. That line is not clear at all on CNN or MSNBC. They're portraying themselves as objective news commentators at the same time hiring people who were at the highest levels engaged in manufacturing propaganda for the Democratic Party. So I do see it a little bit differently.
No, I don't see it differently at all. I think that Fox News is welcome to program whoever they wish, as is MSNBC.
Well, people are welcome to criticize it too if they want.
But the point is that to suggest that Lara Trump would be hired and in that position if she were not the daughter-in-law of a sitting president with whom they know they have to cater favor with their own viewership is, I think, very important. I mean, the whole Dominion lawsuit thing was about Fox deciding it was not useful to them to back legitimate journalistic inquiry because it was losing them too many viewers, and therefore they had to back fraudulent claims and defamatory claims, as it turned out, of malfeasance to stay in with their viewers.
Say this all the time. No media company gets anywhere by routinely thumbing its nose at its viewers. And it is the viewers who want. It's the viewers who want Lara Trump. I also don't believe this is an attempt by the network to get in good with Trump or something, or to leverage Trump. It's because the viewers love Trump, and they love Trump's family, and they love Lara Trump, and they want more of her, and they enjoy her commentary, so they're giving her a show. I mean, that's the decision. It's a business decision. The viewers like this person. They want to hear more from her, and so they're giving her a show on the weekends.
You may have forgotten about this, as I had until I was researching this topic, but when Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State, NBC employed Chelsea Clinton as a special correspondent at about $600,000 a year, reportedly. Do you think that was because the NBC audience was craving Chelsea Clinton's television reporting?
I don't know why. That's probably an example of insider connection-y type stuff, more so than this. That's probably I don't know.
So it's done to placate or to ingratiate oneself with the Clintons, but not to ingratiate oneself with the Trumps.
Probably, yeah.
That's a very consistent position.
Well, no, it's the difference in what the audience wants. I have no doubt that the viewers want commentary from Lara Trump. I mean, they do. They love her. She's great. She's very popular among conservative figures. They want a show with her. That's what they're asking for. I don't think that was the case with Chelsea Clinton. Anyone being like, we need special correspondent Chelsea Clinton.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure I cared about that all that much anyway. I mean, the scions of politicians have to do some kind of job. Now, there is tons of nepotism in journalism and in the media. There's so many people behind the scenes in editor roles who are they have famous last names. It's a routine thing. I just don't care that much.
Well, I think it is a bit different when the last name in question is Trump, and that's also the name of the sitting president. Yeah. We shall agree to disagree.
You and I got where we were by no famous connections.
Sweat and blood and tears alone.
There's no Soaves and
there are Stanages. There certainly are not.
Powerful political positions.
There are not.
So that does it for us today on Rising. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss any content. And for those of you who like to listen while on the go, we're now available anywhere you can find podcasts. See you later.